Taiwan's ASUS Computers launched its ZenPhone series in India today, the ZenPhone 4, 5 and 6. Mr. Jerry Shen, President and CEO, is here to launch the phone in India. We spoke to Mr. Shen. Welcome to India. And what took ASUS so long to come to India? I mean, you've been in the market for so long. Many other companies have come in before you. So why did it take ASUS so many years to come into the Indian market?
Oh, for the smartphone?
Yeah.
Actually, I think for the smartphone business, this is the biggest single device in the world. I think it's important. The smartphone device is very important for all the company. But for the ASUS, when we try to run the smartphone business, we take the very different ways. The first, normally, all other competitors, they try to drop the cost and make it affordable. But in ASUS, before we drop the cost, we make it. We need to make sure the user experience is pretty good. So we spend many years, at least 2 to 3 years, to make sure the user experience is good. How to define the user experience? We define the user experience in beauty. It's the beauty and the sound and touch and heart and ubiquity. So somebody think performance is important. We define the performance in the heart portion, and ID is in the beauty portion. Camera in the beauty portion and also in the heart portion, and the screen is in the beauty. So we spend a lot of time to make sure our product user experience can reach the level of Apple and Samsung. So we use the PayPhone as the experiment, and it's very successful. After 2 years effort, it's very successful. So PayPhone, we provide a really premium luxury with the high price, very high price, with a premium price for our PayPhone, and in certain countries it's successful. Since we are sure that the product user experience is pretty good, that means we achieve the perfection, user perfection and user experience perfection, and then we move down to the mainstream. So the ZenFone is the product when we achieve the highest level of user experience, and we try to achieve the very affordable price to let everyone to enjoy. So this is the strategy. So I spend longer than our competitor because we want to make sure perfection first and then cost.
The ZenPhone 4 is at 5,000 rupees, right?
Yeah, ZenPhone 4 is only 5,999, but it's very premium. But for the ZenPhone 5, this kind of ZenPhone 5, it's only 9,999. And this 999 with the Retina, Retina, you know Retina, it's a 300 ppi, it's a HD resolution. So it's a Gorilla, it's the full lamination with everything. And camera is it's the 8 megapixel and 2 megapixel. And actually we also use our Pixel Mask. So it's a high-end one, and we only sell the 9,999. Yeah, 9,999 rupees is the pretty.
But if you look at the Indian market, I mean, you have competition from low-end cheap phones like Micromax and Lava, down to Samsung and up to iPhone. So how do you fit yourself into this market?
Okay, our position is very simple. Because premium luxury means that our user experience must achieve the Samsung experience, and affordable means our price must be the same or below Micromax. So, in India, our strategy is simple. We want to achieve the highest level of experience like Samsung or Apple has done, and we want to achieve the price that will be the same or lower than Micromax. So, we achieve that. It's difficult, but we achieve that.
And you'll have to build up an entire new distribution model, and how do you plan to do your retailing across the country? It's a large country.
Actually, it's conflict, but we try to take care of both. Actually, we go through the traditional channel. Traditional channel means like a traditional disti and the dealer channel. We also go through the retail channel, but we also go through the e-tailer.
Mr. Shen, what is the retailing model that you plan for India? Do you plan to set up stores, or do you want to go with the e-tailing route, which other companies seem to be following in India now?
When I simulate product experience, need to achieve the highest level of experience like Apple and Samsung. But for the price, I put 3 to 4 companies in my radar. Okay, the first one is Micromax, the second one is Nokia, the third one is Moto. Yeah, so these 3 countries are also in my radar. So, and I think e-tailer is one of very important channel for the smartphone, but another unique channel for the smartphone. When I spent a lot of time in China because the competition is so intense in China. So first time I just try to go to digital channel because ASUS is very strong in China because our notebook is the number 2 there. But finally, I think I cannot compete to the Xiaomi, I cannot compete to Huawei, I cannot compete. Finally, we talked to the e-tailer, like Jingdong, and we also talked to traditional channel, like Gourmet, Suling, like this kind of traditional channel. And finally, we decided to run both. But first, we talked to the e-tailer for high efficient channel, very high efficient. And we also talked to the retail and traditional disti dealer to lower, but still higher than e-tailer, to lower their margin, because we in the market we can only keep one price. We cannot keep 2 prices. This is the Flipkart, this is the retail. We cannot keep 2 prices. But the stores, we have 2 solutions to handle this. The first one is like to use the different spec. This is the e-tailer spec. This is the retail or traditional disti dealer spec. That's the first solution. The second solution is to use the same spec and still allow the traditional to have the higher margin, but we control the margin gap, the cost gap, and we still sell the same price in the market. And so if we just run the e-tailer, because people want to see the device, but they cannot see the device, then if they don't see the device, they don't have the confidence to buy it. So this is the e-tailer, this is the real store, and the real store can show the device. And e-tailer, it's convenient. Yeah, so this is, so the traditional channel will have the e-tailer will have the traditional, but if we want to make it famous, e-tailer is the one way to make it famous. So this is the way we have done in China, very successful. We have done in Taiwan, extremely successful. We have done in Malaysia, very successful. So we try to keep both, but we provide 2 solutions. But e-tailer is the one important channel for smartphone.
What are the kind of volumes that you're looking for in India? I mean, is there some kind of a target of what kind of phone, how many million phones you plan to sell in a year in India?
In India. And I said a goal. Sometimes I use the term because for the internal people to spend the effort, to take the effort, I use the some kind of wording, like we call the 3-3 plan. 3-3 plan is to become the top 3 in 3 years. Okay, but I use the term the top 3 is the 3-in-1 device. This the 3-in-1 is my term. 3 devices in one market. 3 devices means the PC device, and tablet device, and the smartphone device. So 3 devices in one market. I want to become the top 3 in India in 3-in-1 market. So that way include a PC, tablet, and smartphone.
The entire range you want to cover.
And that means I think at least we need to achieve more than 10% to be the top 3. Yeah. But the next year, the goal next year for the smartphone only, I set a reasonable goal. Sometimes it's reasonable but aggressive. Is the goal is I want to achieve like 5 million. It's about 5%. Yeah, 5%. That's the next year. So
would you be looking at some kind of a manufacturing facility in India at a later stage, or is it? I mean, I know you guys are much greater.
From the 2008, ASUS split to 2 parties, 2 legal entities. Right. One is the ASUS, that's the branding company. One is we call the Pegasus, that's the manufacturing companies. Right. So for the ASUS, our major resources are R&D, engineer, R&D, and the sales and the marketing. So to India, I think we will invest a lot in these 3 areas. For the R&D, you know, a lot of famous guys come from the IIT. You know, the Google top guy and the Microsoft top guy, they are from the IIT. So we also hire some IIT engineer to Taiwan. So that means we try to recruit the top notch from the IIT and IIM, some for the RDs and some for the sales and marketing. And for the manufacturer, because we have no manufacturing right now, so that's not our major. But I'm very impressed about the resources, the resources in the engineer side and in the sales marketing side. So this is the effort. So that's the trend. That's the way we try to invest.
I mean, I think Xiaomi is also coming into India, I think, the next couple of months.
Xiaomi just announced the product today or yesterday. Yeah. And they just announced Xiaomi with the price 14,450 and rupee, and that is the Xiaomi. Actually, we have the experience to fight with the Xiaomi in China, in Taiwan, in Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, and very interesting. Except China, we win. China, for sure, the Xiaomi is very strong, and I think our product experience is better than Xiaomi. Not only Homey, Redmi is a low entry product, and Xiaomi is a high-end product. I think if you have time, you can experience our product. Our product is a product experience from beauty, sound, touch, heart, ubiquity. It's better than Xiaomi. So when Xiaomi announced their product in the price of 14,000, more than 14,000, I think it will not impact our product. Our product, the experience is so good, the price is only 9,999. So 999 product, definitely, I think we can win in India. But so I think, but I also like Xiaomi to jump into this market because Xiaomi has a very good reputation in the e-tailer channel, e-business channel, and if they can create a good image for the e-tailer, because people in India, maybe they think to buy from the e-tailer, maybe cannot buy the good product. But I think if Xiaomi can change this kind of image, that will help us a lot, because we try to take care of both. So I like Xiaomi to jump into the India, but I think we still can achieve our goal step by step.
You talked about hiring people from IIT and IIM. So are you looking at some kind of, at a later stage, some kind of an R&D setup in India, or do you already have something here?
Original, that's my goal. About 5 years ago, I visit Bangalore, I visit Mumbai, I visit a lot of places to find the top-notch engineers. But now I assign my CTO to take this job. So my CTO visit India very often, try to recruit the top-notch engineer to Taiwan. At this moment, it's to Taiwan. But in the future, I think engineering resource is so important, especially for the smartphone. I think it's possible to just hire locally and manage locally. But at this moment, we hire the people and move to Taiwan.
And the iPhone is considered to be an expensive device as far as most people are concerned.
We define the iPhone as actually iPhone is my benchmark because from the user experience point of view, price is not a benchmark. The price is very high, but from the user experience point of view, iPhone is my benchmark. I define the term customer happiness 2.0. 2.0 means the iPhone. So that's my user experience. From the user experience point of view, that's my benchmark. And iPhone 6 will be I believe from the news, will be the 4.7 inch and 5.5 inch, and they will release in Q3. I think the price is around $700, and our price is $169. So that's two different words. So I think iPhone will give the pressure to some companies, but not to ASUS, because we are not in that
different market,
space.
yeah.
We are in the space. In this space, I think maybe ASUS and maybe Xiaomi, maybe Huawei will be in this space. But this space will belong to us. But they have no way to jump into this space, and we have no way. If we want to jump to that space, it maybe take 5 years or more. Yeah. So I think we are safe when iPhone 6 release.
What are your expectations out of the Indian phone market? Do you see yourself as a major player in the longer term, or being just one more?
Because what I just said, that I move from just a PC company to the mobile company. My target is the 3-in-1 market. 3-in-1 is my term. I think Indian market size in the 3-in-1. India's 3-in-1 market size is about the third in the world. So the market is so important. So I think just next to China and US, and will be the number 3. So this market is so important. So I think, to me, I will invest more and more resources here, and definitely I have very strong determination to win the customer heart.
You'll be coming to Delhi more frequently now?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.